Mic check. Said you can hear?
Yes, I can hear.
All right,
I
cool.
feel like it means we turned up.
What? Oh, hold on.
My so I can hear my earphones. Not my mic maybe, but my earphones.
Okay.
My earphones, not my mic.
Yeah.
My earphones.
Your earphones should be up. Can you hear now?
Yeah. Yes.
You hear better?
Yes.
I always have like my ear, like one ear off.
Why?
Habit.
You just think it looks cool.
No, just habit. Legit. I started out in the radio industry doing it. So
Yeah, because you think it looks cool.
I didn't necessarily. It's habit. I don't think it's cool. It's just habit.
It's cool to you.
Anyway, it's the 10th episode. You excited?
Yeah, I'm tired.
We're recording. I just want to point that out.
I'm not tired. I love doing this.
That's funny.
She ain't from the DMV. She from Maryland, yo.
You know, Shawty from down here in the A.
Somehow they met each other somewhere, fell in love. You got pandemics and
Couple COVID tests.
marital bliss and
Here they are. Day night with Walt and Rae.
Come on, Ray. Hit it with us one time. Date
What?
night.
No, that's you.
Do it. No, do it one
I
time.
don't know how to do it.
One time for me. Date night.
I don't know why I can't do it.
You can't do
That's
it.
your thing.
It's okay. Date night with Walt and Rae. Give us the date, Ray. 4/15/2022.
Yeah, it's 4/15/2020.
I did it this time. Go ahead and start off with that from now on, since Ray wanted to just be like that.
Yeah, coming hot. Like, we should give you that big of an applause.
Right.
For the date? Okay.
Just a little
That's
excited.
That's some.
A little excited. Date night with Walt and Rae. I'm Walt.
I'm Ray.
Episode 10. First season. In the books. So much to kind of reflect on and talk about. Pretty excited about this. It's really started out like really fun, you know what I'm saying? And it ended that way too. And I'm excited for next season. So
Yeah, I mean, I checked the analytics and I didn't really hear nobody, tune in to 9. And I see
to episode 9.
Yeah, I'm like, dang, was people trying to tell us something?
So make sure y'all go and listen to episode. If you listen to it now, if you're listening to this episode, go back and listen to episode 9. Go listen to it. It was really good.
And if you haven't been listening at all, welcome to the club.
Tell them to
Glad
binge
you made it to.
Tell them to binge it. You know what I'm saying? Just binge all the episodes. Episodes 1 through 10.
But next season, we're going to be coming in hot, coming in live. We now know what you like, what you don't like.
Right.
You know what you want to see more of. So be prepared.
Definitely going to be putting up a video component. But we'll talk about that later on in the show. Trust me, we got so much. Ray, give us the whole gambit, where they can find us, all that good stuff.
At Instagram, you can see us at @datenight_Walt and Rae. Twitter is at @datenight_WR.
All right. And the website?
Oh, yeah, that's right. datenightwaltandray.com.
Date night with Walt and Rae.com. No, I'm just kidding. I like, that's Radio Randy.
Oh, gosh.
Radio Randy. Date night at WaltRae.com. It's always somebody just, hello, this is Radio Randy here on B98.3. Just want to make sure that everybody's having a great time out there. Make sure that you stay out of traffic. It just sounds like an old, weird, raspy ass Barney or something like that. Anyway.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's been a lot of weird stuff going on in the news. Like, just every single day, it feels like you're just waiting for, like, in my opinion, like, just some news that you have to, like, say, what the hell? Like, legit. Like, it's just some type of news. You just kind of be like, where the hell did they?
Or I'm not surprised. Whatever.
That too.
Whatever comes first.
That too. It's one or the other, in my opinion. But it's weird, though, don't you think? Like take for instance this what's her real name? Gabriella Gazelle. What is her name? No, seriously. Fancy from Jamie Foxx, from the Jamie Foxx show.
He's gonna call it Fancy. You don't know her real name.
And it's crazy when I type in Google, it says Fancy from Jamie Foxx.
No.
It's Garcelle
Bouvet.
Garcelle Bouvet. I love that name though. I know it was something like that, something sexy. But anyway, how like she had something about her with her like turning down a a trip with Michael Jordan at the time or something like that. I know you came to me and told me about it, and I was just like, wait, what the hell?
You probably saw it on Shade Room.
Something like that. But yeah, like tell me about the story, like a little bit more in depth.
Well, I just saw it's in her memoir apparently.
Oh, so she's doing the tell all. Okay.
And she was saying she, turned down a trip with Michael Jordan in the 90s, but that's crazy because he was married from 1986 to 2006, so maybe that was an off time for him. And then she also spoke about Will Smith and how their relationship ended because his son called her Miss Jada.
Yeah,
I'm like, he was definitely with Jada at the time in the 90s.
Yeah,
and I don't think Jada was born until late 90s.
No. We're talking about his other son, Trey.
Oh,
we often forget. Yeah,
we didn't forget about him.
Trey is the oldest son, and he's the one that I guess called her
Miss Jada.
Miss Jada. They said it was on a recent episode of the Las Culturistas.
Really, I thought it was about a memoir
with Matt Rogers.
I thought it was a
and
memoir.
Bowen Yang podcast. She looked back on what she described as a relationship that wasn't of the long-lasting variety as detailed in the subsequent report from Madame Noir. Bouvet's first met Smith on the set of Fresh Prince, and I think we all remember that episode.
Yep.
Like she was kind of walking through, like, wow, okay. So I mean,
she's been around, okay,
yeah,
not that, but maybe I don't know.
She said, I remember one day calling Will, and he was in the car, and his son. Here we go. His son was with me, and they were in the back. And she said on the podcast, referring to the son, Will Smith's son, Trey, she said, so he picked up on the car on the Bluetooth or whatever was back in the day. So I guess it was like a speakerphone, and she heard him say it. And she said she heard the kid say it. So wow, like that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy.
It was meant to be. Y'all leave Will and Jada alone.
Oh my gosh.
What you think about their marriage, they meant to be.
That's crazy. Like, first off, for one, their name just consistently just gets
and
rumbled up in stories.
And how convenient, fancy.
Right anyway. Now. And then for some weird reason too, though, like that's an interesting story. I love when these celebrities like start to tell these stories, and we be finding out who be doing what to who. Like we heard that. Wendy Williams gave Method Man a hand job in the tub.
Yeah, that
it's like
was crazy.
Wow.
It's like, did I really know that? No. Did I want to? Absolutely not.
And I don't know if any of it's true or not. I don't want to.
Yeah, me too. I don't know either.
I don't know what to even talk about to some degree in those situations, but it's interesting. It is so interesting when they come out with those stories. And I'm just like, okay, I see how y'all do it. But anyway. Like that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's just some of the other news that kind of came out. What's up with your boy, the baby?
Man, I saw a meme that says the baby shooting somebody every 3 to 5 business days.
Wow.
And it seems like it's true. Like, how funny is he's coming off of this case where he's been found not guilty, and then an intruder goes into his home, to his North Carolina mansion, and he shoots him, and then calls 911, letting them know, come get your boy.
Yeah, he did, and I'm pulling up his tweets now because he actually like let out a tweet like right after like the whole situation that happened. He said the rapper was home in his $2.3 million Troutman compound when a man trespassed into the property around 7:45 in the afternoon. So he did this really early. The sun was still out.
Yeah,
it's 7:45.
Yeah.
The baby, born Jonathan Kirk, shot the intruder in the leg after the two exchanged words. Sources told the outlet, "I shot him in the leg." Wow.
Yep, that's it.
And looking at his house it's a pretty big house.
I bet.
And this guy, and this guy was really foolish enough to do that. And the baby did let out a tweet about it. Said that he was like, Buddy didn't deserve to die, or he kind of like. I guess he's proud of himself for not taking a life, because he definitely could have done that.
Shoot.
And let's not forget, this guy did off somebody in Walmart for
Yeah.
trying to come after him.
Yeah. And got off.
And I mean, yeah.
It's self-defense at
It's
this point.
Yeah. Like,
Can't use it that it's because he's black.
I was there with my child. I did not want any aggression.
Yeah.
But I keep a piece on me just in case somebody get
He got girls.
Right. He got kids. He got to take care of them. And then we can't forget about the Cam Coldheart guy. Rest in peace. Because he ended up dying, but not at the hands of the baby. But you remember the same guy who was like running up on him in the Louis Vuitton store?
Oh my God.
And you remember he beat his drawers off of him?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like literally.
See, they keep trying him. So I just thought I wanted to start out that meme because I wanted to see how funny it was to everyone. That was funny to me.
Right. Right. That's my whole thing. It's like, why everybody trying to like why is everybody for real trying to like play with his top? Like, why are they trying to play with the baby's top?
Bowling alley.
Yeah, the
I'm like,
bowling
damn,
alley too.
I'm like, I'm not going over there.
Goodness gracious.
Like, you can talk like men, we ain't gotta talk at all.
Right. Between those two, that's
No,
doing too much. That's doing too much. So y'all, please, if you have any type of animosity towards the baby, if you feel like you want to do something froggy to him or whatnot, like just please don't. Like I strongly urge you not to. You good on your headphones over there?
Mm-hmm.
Ray got some new headphones, y'all. Like major shouts out. So tell us about these headphones. Like how you like them?
I like them. I mean, I got them off Amazon. I was gonna gift myself. They were like $49.99. It was on sale. I said I need some ones that look good because I had these earphones and I like them, but they just not working out.
Right. Are those Bluetooth as well?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Bluetooth as well. Can run in these, stretch in these, do acrobatics.
Okay.
Headphones.
Oh, what kind of acrobatics you talking about?
Oh my God.
Just, what would you, if you had to use those for that type of acrobatics, what would you be listening
You know
to?
what? Moving along.
For those types of bedroom gymnastics?
See, I wasn't even talking about bedroom. You see how you just turned the whole thing around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get some, for next season, I'm going to definitely get like a sounder when I'm just making freaky advances towards you and just start playing some. No? No?
Maybe not that song.
Not that.
What you doing right now, man? You tuned in to Date Night with Walt and Rae.
All right, so, Ray, everybody's been talking about it. Twitter has been a buzz. It's just
always a buzz.
It's been a flames. Since I have not been that much of a fan of Twitter lately, but my goodness, it has just been on point lately. It's been massive. And now we got to talk about it. The argument of what is corny.
Oh my God.
Your man's K. Sams talked about the whole Sierra effect and how
Y'all need to leave her alone.
or see what was it, Sierra's prayer or something like that. Yeah, like that was what it was, right?
That's what she did with Summer Walker, on Summer Walker's album, yeah.
But I mean, your boy K, he uses her as a point of reference
Because everybody else uses her as a point of reference.
because they treat her like a demigod. You know what I'm saying? Like the chick,
Women do anyway. I think.
yeah, like she's sort of like this mythical creature that is kind of like, oh my gosh, Sierra.
She's never really done anything offensive to anybody.
She didn't do
Really
anything.
nice.
She's just a
Crazy.
regular. She's a regular
But
girl.
even when Russell Simmons, I remember him. They were like, "Oh, okay, is he gonna leave?"
Russell
Said
Simmons.
I mean
Ru-
Wilson. Gosh,
Russell
long
Wilson.
day.
Right.
Long day. But
Okay.
Russell Wilson.
Right.
And he was figuring out if he was gonna stay in Seattle or move forward. And people was like, "Oh, he's gonna be.
He's gonna go to New York.
New York, because his wife could go there." And it's like, Dad,
Yeah.
how did she get brought into even stuff that don't even have nothing to do
Have
with her?
nothing to do with her. So we got to talk about it, and I'm gonna play the clip that everybody's arguing about.
Sierra. Yeah, if Russell ain't had that bread, Sierra ain't gonna be with him. Russell Square. Russell Square. Sierra had she has a good situation, but you don't leave Future and get with Russell Wilson.
The thing is,
I think that's where you don't leave Future and get Russell Wilson. Like, it's a type. Listen,
Women
bro,
want
everybody got a
peace.
type.
So, so Shannon Crowder said that Russell Wilson was a square, and this comes from the Pivot podcast with Channing Crowder and Fred Taylor, and he starts out. What did you hear from that, Ray? What did you hear? What did you hear him say?
I feel like the corny thing wasn't even really the issue.
Yeah, Buddy said he was square.
Yeah, but like for me, it was like, why can't she change? Like, I don't know. I felt like he was kind of. I feel like it really didn't really make any sense to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, what does her having to choose with Future now? She's with Russell. It's like, well, that relationship I hear wasn't even all that good. I'm like, what do you mean she's supposed to stay with that particular person that makes her unhappy forever?
I think he's pointing out the major difference. But what Channing Crowder did was he explained the difference between like Future and Russell. And compared to Future, I get what he's trying to say. But I brought this up because I wanted us to kind of define what's really corny.
I guess
like what's corny?
I don't know.
Like what can you classify as corny?
If you're anything like Bow Wow, you're corny.
Okay, so Bow Wow is like a kind of like a benchmark of corny. Okay, so explain why him. Why is he corny?
He's like, it's like hard for me to explain because I feel like Safari is in that same category.
Safari is a cornball.
Like,
he is a cornball.
It's like a way of kind of being really into yourself, but like overdoing it. Like, like I feel like Safari really tried. Like, he tried so hard to tell us that he rich. It's like, I already know that though. Like, right. I have an idea. What, I don't know. And they overdo it. Like, I feel like Russell Wilson, I don't think he's corny. I think he's just an all-around nice guy. And if nice guys are corny, then I guess, oh yeah, I'm going to open up the door. Or, because obviously, Shin thinks he's the most greatest smooth cat to be around, I guess. I'm like, so does he identify more with Future? Or, I don't get it.
I mean, cool? Again, I heard him just kind of explain, like, how do you go from one dynamic to another? It's like if I were to be dating someone like you and then switch up and now I'm dating like this like 245 pound chick.
It's a different type.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was her choice. Like if he came out her, he's a really nice guy. I'm right. I mean, you want to do something differently, because then if she didn't do something differently, then it would have been like, oh, girl, you should have known better. First it was Future, or it was 50 Cent, it was Bow Wow. Yeah. Now you with such and such, and you don't know how to pick a man. So
she was with she was with two cornballs.
Yes. She's tired
Bow Wow
of,
and Russell.
Yes. Well, really, like,
I'm just saying,
Bow
that's
Wow,
just crazy.
50 Cent to a certain extent. He is such
I would say 50 is more of a bully. He's too much of a bully to be corny.
Yeah, he's almost too cool.
He's too much of a bully.
He's still full of himself, though.
Yeah, of course. He's 50 Cent.
But I don't know. Like, I feel like he don't.
Safari kind of takes the cake for me.
Oof.
He does. He's definitely like just almost like a willful ignorance to like be just to be so self-absorbed. You know what I'm saying? And I know like the whole not social media, but the love and hip hop thing does kind of get old. But like my dude, like what's so weird is that you have become a bad bitch. And what I mean by a bad bitch is like the woman you was with was the breadwinner, or was your breadwinner, or was, you know what I'm saying? And then as soon as that ended, what did you start doing? You know what I'm saying? Like nothing musically I could say came out that was like, oh man, did y'all hear that new Safari?
So
Hey, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that new Safari? But that shit going hard. Nobody does that. And I mean, that's just being real. I think he's so full of himself. That's the thing that gets me. He really feels like he is like sitting on dubs. Nigga, you is corny.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's true though.
So I can see he's a cornball.
So when I think cornball that, and I'm thinking Russell Wilson, I'm like, no. Russell Wilson be minding his business. If he love his wife, he love his wife. Like, what's corny about him?
And two, I was gonna say, too, you might get you some of that tea, that mango tea.
It's gone.
You drank all of that fast? Oh my God. cup is still sitting over there. There's nothing in it. Wow. Oh my goodness. That caught me off guard. See how random we can kind of get. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like I get with the argument that everybody was saying. Like if being with your man is and him just taking care of his kids and your kids is corny, then I'll give me a cornball. It's like, shut up.
I just don't understand.
No,
like,
shut up.
I guess I just need his definition of what corny is for him because
Okay.
when I think corny, like I said, Safari, Bow Wow, because asking Bow Wow, like
let's name another. I feel like I gotta name another. I don't want to just to be them two. I want to put some more. I want to put some more. I think Tory Lanez is
all
corny.
the people, all the
I
guys.
think Tory Lanez is corny.
Oh yes.
Tory Lanez by far is corny.
Yes.
He can make some good music, but I believe he's
Oh
corny.
yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Meg Thee Stallion gets some corn for me too. She gets some corn for me. City Girls, they corny to me too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's their accent.
Period.
Oh my god.
Period.
So mean.
Just that type of shit is that's corny to me. I'm giving you my definition of like sort of what's corny.
I can only say, hey, when I think of these people, because I don't know, I don't want to, but I do understand people are saying.
Spread the love, Ray. Get to
You
somebody
named
else.
all the ones. I think I'm good. Because there's nobody who really stands out to me. Like you, Tory Lanez for sure. That was a good one.
I thought Nick Cannon was corny at one point.
Me
but
too.
Nah, you did?
Me too at one point. You're right. But I just don't see that now.
No, I don't either. Like, he's definitely like, when you see all the things that he's
I
involved
used to think,
in, I like
what's his name? Kev on Stage.
okay. You thought he was corny?
Kind of corny.
Okay. You still think he is? Or?
No, he funny. Just funny.
Okay.
Once I got to just gotta know, I was like, okay.
Okay. I don't know who else would be corny,
That's
but
what
like
I'm saying.
we'd have to like definitely like search through like social media and like look at who we think is like sort of corny. Because I mean, I don't, because Russell ain't the only corny nigga out
I
there.
don't
Trust
think
me.
he corny. I don't think Russell. I don't know enough about Russell. He just mind his business.
Neither
so
do
much.
I. Neither do I.
But that's why I'm like looking at Shannon like, okay, do you hang with him all the time or something? Do you and his wife be having double dates and stuff? Like, how do you know how corny he really is? Explain that to us.
I'll say with that whole situation, I can see how,
I just don't know what he was really trying to say.
Right.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah. Because I don't know nothing about him.
Because he's a gentleman to his wife. I mean,
I don't know.
he's a gentleman. I don't get it.
I don't
Whatever.
know. But I guess I kind of.
I used to think Will Smith was kind of corny sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
There we go again. Can't nobody leave Will Smith out their mouth.
I'm just saying. You know, I mean, I'm just
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I should have had that sounder. Real quick before we go to this next topic, Ray, I don't know if you remember. How do I go with this? Do you remember like this song?
Yeah.
Bet. All right, Daddy, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man.
See y'all later.
My lips, my staring hair. I was looking at you and you was looking at me and we was thinking, whoa, 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 whoa. My lips, my staring hair. I was looking at you and you was looking at me and we was thinking, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, baby, I know you got a man.
You don't remember
I
this?
know you
Yes,
love me,
I do.
girl.
I don't understand why you're playing it.
Anything in my world.
This is the adult. Like these people are
I know. So I was
adults.
about to say that ain't the original kids. I remember.
Yes,
so
they-
I remember
yes.
they redid it. So that's them as
They,
adults doing it.
yeah, they caught up with each other.
I was looking
They-
at you and you
they-
was looking at me.
So
Okay.
I was on the phone with my boy Army, and I was talking about this specifically. And he was like,
Not his government.
"Oh, he be all right."
What's that?
And I was talking to him about it, and one of the things, like we kind of just briefly talked about it, and Buddy was just like, "I wonder if they still talk to those people or whatnot." And no lie, we started like he was looking it up. He was like, "Bro, there's a whole 30-something minute documentary.
Yeah, it is.
Talking
I
about
you knew about that
that
already.
whole thing. So, I mean, we was just talking about it, and it surprised me that they had even pulled it up. And that they're even adults. Like, Buddy looks like a legit adult. Like, he old.
Yeah, they do.
Smoke cigarettes. All that type of stuff. So, yeah, I just want to know if you remembered that little tidbit or whatnot. just look at the script. Right up under the Russell Wilson being corny.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So,
just ease on into it. It's okay.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. You keep laughing at me.
I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny because you definitely got a good response. It's like, oh yeah. Your response was so cool too. It was so chill.
Anyway, all wives know that when you want something done quicker, you have to get out there and do it yourself. So last weekend I went out there into the yard.
I went out. Oh, really?
I did. I was out there.
Yeah, you were. You definitely was. We went out to the yard and got some work done for sure. We had. Oh my gosh. So, like, how do we set this up? How do you want to tell it, baby?
I mean,
yeah, we have become this home improvement. Like, I think we should make our own HGTV show.
there could be so many things. I mean, I like to be creative and save money. So been on the DIY tip for a couple of years.
I mean, not even just that. Like, we've cleaned houses professionally. We've painted houses. Yeah. Like, we've gone through the ringer as far as like getting up at like the crack of dawn to go to Home Depot at 4:30 in the morning when it's 40 degrees outside. What?
Yeah.
It's 23 degrees outside. What, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's just thing after thing, and then doing our own home.
For sure. So we moved into our current residence back in July of last year.
Mm-hmm.
Late July. Okay,
mid-July.
Yeah,
right after your birthday.
Right, it was. It was. Well, we moved it. Well, we got the house in.
Yeah, I know. When she was yours.
Yeah,
and then we started renovating.
Yeah, and so we kind of had to transition into the house at a certain point, and that was an experience in itself.
It really has. I mean, but it's fun. Some things not so fun, but it is what it is. Like, you really just have to put the work in.
Yeah.
People want to do all this home ownership thing so they can be boss, be the head boss and talk about, girl, look what I did. Got my own house, got my own car, 2 jobs, work hard. I'm a bad broad. Like, they got to make sure that everybody knows that.
Work hard, 2 jobs. No, but tell them about the intro into this place. Like the first, like, cause I remember just the renovation, like what we had to go through just in that part.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we had as much as everyone else. Like, it wasn't like, oh, the windows are cracked. It was pretty good. Everything about it was good. It just needed to be updated. So knocking out the walls and getting contractors and, in the end, being in situations where you lose money.
Oh, my goodness. That was a hard time. That was such a hard time. And just the unprofessionalness. Is that even a word?
No.
The unprofessionalism. It's just he was just really unprofessional. The original contractor we were working with, and had to shift gears.
But then you had all other good people, who we had to cut down trees.
Yeah.
So really, all the investments are more, and you start losing money, and but it'll pay off in the end.
It does. So now where we are currently, we've made some pretty major improvements to this house, thankfully. Doing the painting and the yard work. The yard work is what's crazy.
Yeah, it's just a big yard, but I feel like the way the market is moving and where we are, it'll be good.
Yeah.
Which is the whole purpose.
Do you see us doing any like other home improvements like later on down the line, like having fun with it? You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of see a few things we'll be doing soon.
I mean, yeah, but when you've already got a new sewage tank, cut down trees, you know what I'm saying? You paint the whole house, getting new furniture, throwing away old stuff, because I painted basically probably about 80% of the house.
How?
I did this hallway. I did our bathroom. I did the guest bathroom.
I painted
I
the
did
3
the green
rooms.
room where I did all the trim.
I did these 3 rooms.
Every piece of white trim, because when you went
I
in there, you
painted these 3
couldn't.
rooms. What are you talking about?
I helped you though.
I still painted. There was days when
And then stop.
Wait a minute. Wait a doggone minute.
Then I did the kitchen area and that
Wait a
whole
damn
open space
minute.
over there. Yes, I did.
See, so here's the tough part. Now here's the thing. Me and Ray do really good together, but when the job is done, Ray wants to start taking these moral victories. I did this, and I did this, and
I am
did
the
this. And I'm like,
facilitator and project
anyway.
manager. I am the facilitator and the project manager. I gets it done, y'all.
What?
I'm that handy woman. He don't give me my props, but I'm the handy woman.
I don't want to give you a problem, Negro. I just said how we've been doing stuff.
You said
professionally.
we. I was talking about you giving me a compliment, not us, but me a compliment.
She is so. Oh my gosh! See, now that right there is corny.
Anyway, but my most prized possession is that's not corny. Telling the truth. You just let the people know out there. Come on, when you was at work, I was painting, was I not?
No, for sure. That was you definitely like did stuff like definitely. I came home one day on some gook shit, and she just doggone rearranged half of the house. What's crazy is like a good amount of the stuff that was going on in here. I'd be at work and I come home and Ray be like, yeah, I did this and I did that and I did this. Like she was the first one to set up her whole office area. Well, her side of the studio in here now. Like Ray has always been doing some stuff with the house. I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that for sure.
I like how when you talk about you put up the applause, but when it's up for me, you don't put the applause.
No, I was actually on the other side. I was on like a whole nother board bank. I was on a whole nother board
I was
bank.
like,
so
okay.
I had to go to another side, so I had to switch back over. If you want to clap, just say that. She just want to clap. It's going good. Like I think just again, our home improvement journey is it's still working and it's good though.
But
like
the green room, every place we've been, I like to have me a little green room. I like my plants. So me getting in there and painting the trim, like that's been my biggest project. Painting the trim in there, painting it green.
Well, and also
I've been
doing
putting
the work
workout.
too. You've been doing some good work in there.
I've been doing the work. I've been putting all my little workout stuff together on one side, and then I just recently purchased a lettuce grow.
Okay.
So excited.
Shouts out to you and your lettuce grow. Now, what does this lettuce grow do? It grows lettuce. Just grows lettuce.
It's an in-home farm, basically. So it's gonna cook. So I got some lettuce, of course. I've gotten spinach, broccoli. Can get all those seeds, and it's gonna basically, needs 6 hours of sunlight, and I will be harvesting our own vegetables at home.
Okay. I like that. So what vegetables are you gonna have put on there?
I just told you a whole list. That is so funny.
I'm sorry.
That is hilarious. I said, I'm gonna do broccoli,
You
spinach.
Hold on. I'm just in such of a interview mode. I just be like having questions already lined up.
Yeah, see, that's a bad interview tactic there.
Shut up.
So we know that some husbands still don't listen all the time.
Oh
y'all.
my God.
They tune back in and tune in, tune out when they need to, just to catch you at the right moment.
Yeah.
That's what Walt be doing. But as I was saying, I will answer your question again. Lettuce, of course, spinach, broccoli. I also got. I tried to get some things that we eat like all the time because I don't want to harvest and grow stuff
Like salad and stuff like that.
Yep. So there's lots of that.
lettuce.
Butter lettuce. Yep. Romaine. There's
Okay.
butter lettuce. I did get strawberries, so I'm gonna do those. But anyway, it takes about 3 weeks. You start seeing stuff, and they harvest, I think, twice. So it's just nice.
Okay.
And then cleaning out, do your thing. So right now I have 12 pod ones. So I'm really excited. I'm buying some lights. So
I left the
pretty
house
excited
today
about
and you was like working on it hard. You was like in there. Lady was
Putting it
kind of like
together.
sitting there looking at you, like walking back and forth. It was like the first time she was quiet and you weren't fussing at her. That was amazing, actually. That was pretty cool.
I was in my zone, so I did that. So it's all coming together. It's really is. I like a serene place. The backyard is pretty. Once we get away from all those weeds back there, that'll be the next
Get that done.
project. I think it'll be good.
Yeah. I like it. So I briefly got to talk about it to kind of go out, this season with one more People's Court. I got called into jury duty. I got called into freaking jury duty.
That's because he was getting us back for all that crap we was talking for other people in court
What
on
you
the
mean?
show. We was talking. Now he's like, all right, since you know so much, wham, we'll see you this week.
Right. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Because you didn't have to stay.
They
You didn't even have to do it.
No, let me tell you. Hold on, so wait. So let me set up this thing. So I take the MARTA downtown.
Well, too bad. What?
So look. So I go downtown and I took the MARTA, I go down, and it was a little bit of a walk. I had to walk across underground Atlanta to get there. So I do it, and at first I was kind of confused because a lot of the buildings at the time started to look the same. So I was going in like certain directions, and I'm walking, and my GPS kept the car on it. So I'm trying to switch it and be like, no, I'm not driving, I'm walking. So it has this weird configuration. So at first off, I thought I was gonna get lost. You know what I'm saying? So then I end up getting there on time. I get inside, Ray, and they had this poster. You know what the poster looked like? It was a cat. It was a cat on the stand. And to the right of the cat was a jury of his peers. The jury of his peers was a bunch of dogs. And they just said, say yes to jury duty. So you see what I'm saying? Like, imagine if you're that cat. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let it be a black woman and the only people available to be her jurors were white men from the ages of 25 to 33.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that kind of struck a chord. I was like, okay. Because I was ready to go in there and just shut the shit down. Just like anything, Black Lives Matter, Donald Trump is a liar, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Flat Earth is real. I was really going to just blow it all up. But I was like, okay, well, so I sat there and I was patient. Ray, the lady came up to the podium and she said, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm tuned in. And she's like, I'm going to call. She said, I was just contacted by one of the courts upstairs. That's exactly what she said. She said, we do not need some of you all to continue with us. If I call your name, you guys get to go home. But don't leave if you don't hear your name. So I'm listening.
You listen intently.
Right? These two white ladies in front of me, Ray, they done got to know each other. They know where each other live. They know where all this. They told each other their job, what college they went to, all that stuff. They just met, just buddies. They get called before me, and I got there before them. So as soon as they got
I
there,
don't think it depends on who got there first. I think it got something to do with who you are.
I know.
So if you're a black African American man, they got enough of y'all on there. It's like, okay, we don't need him.
right. And
You
so
know?
that's the thing. So that was the first round because it was one round of people that just went off. So I was like, damn, I thought I was getting ready to go. So now I gotta sit here. And then they called the second round. And that was like another 30 minutes after. And finally, when they called the second round, I was like, bet. Thank you. Got up, got out, came on home. So it wasn't everything that I expected it to be.
Because he didn't do nothing, y'all.
Right.
Talk about some.
Because he ain't do nothing, y'all. Yeah. Yes, you're right. You're right. Because I did not do anything. But that was my first time in jury duty. I survived.
He didn't sit there and listen intently into.
I don't know what else to say,
something.
But yeah, I'm not on jury duty anymore. So that is that's good. That's good for me. That's good for me. I'm happy about that. Because I'm telling you, I didn't want to do that.
Shaq, what you doing right now, man? You tuned in to Date Night with Walt and Rae.
Date Night with Walt and Rae. We're reflecting on season 1 of Date Night with Walt and Rae, 10 episodes.
Until we all
Sing.
end of the road, still I can't let go. It's so
so
natural.
Yeah. That was good.
But we'll be back.
That was good, right? I like that. Give us a major round of applause for us on that, a little bit of melody.
Getting a little bit too heavy on that.
Anyway,
Everything. Don't be corny.
as we reflect, good. As we reflect on season 1, what would you say, Ray? Like, what was the biggest lesson you learned in this first season?
The biggest lesson I've learned, there are
Lord.
some parts of this podcasting stuff that I do not like, and there are others that I like.
Okay.
And so it's a lot of work, a little bit more work than I anticipated, but I enjoy it.
Okay. All right.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Right.
Just kind of learn something different.
Right.
Maybe I'm good at something, but if anybody will tell me, if not, then I understand too.
Okay.
But, feedback is great. If you can contact us at datenightwaltandrae.com on the Contact Us tab and tell us all your thoughts.
Yeah,
Your
I will
wants.
say you are pretty good at that. Live reads. Listen, because some people be like, oh, yeah, and we got tickets. We got tickets for sale. No, not for sale. We're going to give away some tickets. You're pretty good with that. If I say, hey, baby, bring out the social media tags, how to, we're on this. Like, everything is consistent. So just some tips from me. I say right now, you're doing very well. But I also, I think the biggest lesson I've learned during this first season was like just how important my position is as far as producing it and making sure that everything is set up so that you and I both understand. Because I know I'll go into a show knowing exactly how I want it, but working with a partner, you got to make sure that they're on top of it too. So I can dig that. I do appreciate that lesson that I learned. Just communication, learning how to make sure that you know exactly what I know and that I know exactly what you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
and leading the charge.
There you go.
'Cause I don't know what I'm doing.
What was your favorite date night moment? If you can think about it offhand.
Probably Valentine's Day when we get to talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
It was also our most listeners.
Okay.
Asses be assin'. Is that what episode was? No, that was a good episode.
Asses
too.
be asking. I think we was talking about about Twitter. How you just started seeing.
Oh yes, yes.
Like all the ding dings and ding dongs and titties.
Ding dongs and Willy Wongs.
I run into a titty picture like every now and again. It just
Yeah,
kinda
it don't be
catches
my
me.
titty, so
It catches me off guard, so I
bet.
just be like, I just kind of throw that away. I didn't notice that you have the ability to kind of say, I don't.
I want to see this. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so-
learned that button quickly.
Yeah, I did too. Because again, it just starts to you let one thing pass, and after a while,
Yes.
certain things just start to get a little
The
excessive.
devil almost.
You know what I'm saying? So you definitely got to be very careful with that. So that's funny. My favorite moment was I guess for sure talking about like the weight loss journey and the fish in the studio. You know what I'm
yep,
saying?
that was a
Like
good one.
that was a pretty cool moment. And sexy time, get the draws.
Yeah, I think that's
That was my favorite
I think
episode,
that was
actually.
I think that's the one I was referring to.
Oh, so you like
Remember
sexy,
Valentine's Day?
yeah. So
yeah,
sexy
that's the one I
time,
was
get the
trying to
draws.
say. Yep.
Sexy time, get the
Yeah,
draws.
and
that
we
was
had the
pretty
most.
good.
We had some of the most listeners, the ones who did listen,
Why are you subliminally attacking our listeners?
because
We're gonna get more.
they gonna learn. They gonna learn stuff about me.
We're
That I'm
gonna
gonna
get-
hold them accountable when they not listening to
We're
us.
gonna get more, honey.
What do you call them? P1s.
Yeah, but you gotta let the
P1s. You gotta be my day one.
You gotta let the P1s
D1s.
develop.
They
you
are
can't- you
developing.
can't- you can't-
but
yeah,
they don't need to be cutting me short.
You don't be fussing at. Don't you fussing? Why are you fussing?
I'm not fussing.
What you fussing for? You are fussing.
I made a subliminal message.
I'm
You
fussing
could have left
now.
it like that.
I'm fussing now.
You fussing at me for making a subliminal message.
I'm fussing at you because you fussing. No, I'm not. You just doing these subliminal tweets and stuff. I'm excited. If you guys don't know, the Hawks made it to the playoffs. They'll be taking on the Miami Heat in the first round.
Yeah.
I hope Trae Young shows out because he's a beast, and you
He
know
will.
this. And you know this.
You will though. He's a good player.
So outside of that, did you tell us what was your favorite episode?
I did.
Yeah, it was
I told
Ashes-
you, yes.
it was, Sexy
you
Time, Get
ain't,
the Draws.
you
That's
ain't been
right.
listening.
Sexy time, get the draws. I did like asses be assing too.
You know what? Okay. Well,
I liked all of it. I liked all our episodes.
I asked you the same question and I told you. It's hilarious. Second time, Walt. Second time.
Oh my goodness. So what excites you about next season then?
I'm gonna have some sharing a lot more with you guys. And, creatively coming up with some stuff. Got some cool stuff coming. So actually, I like expanding, doing some new stuff.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Having
New
some
segments.
fun with it.
Yeah. New segments, getting a visual angle to this thing. I'm pretty excited about it. So we're definitely going to keep pushing the envelope. It's Date Night with Walt and Rae. I know y'all love it. I know I love it. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure y'all keep tuning in. That's all that is. Or Rae going subliminally cut your head off.
No, I'm just saying,
Hey, man, come kick it with your favorite couple.
What's on your mind?
What's on your mind, Rae? What's on your mind? Is it the plants?
Yeah, of course. My lettuce grow. I'm so excited.
Your lettuce grow?
And I never really be getting on Instagram. And I actually had a video of myself talking about my lettuce grow.
I did see that. I did like that.
I was excited about that lettuce grow.
That was good. I know that you were.
Because I have my Aero garden, and I'm going to have to make some herbs on that. So I'm going to have me a little garden in the back. It's about to be lit.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So what's on your mind legit, though? Like, what you got going out of the episode, going out of this? That's nothing too much, just excited to contemplate on next season?
I had something, and it's gone.
Oh.
I feel like. So I'll let you go first.
Okay, that's fine. So for me, definitely what's on my mind is a couple ideas that I had kind of pop up into my head. And just to briefly kind of, preference it, I grew up listening to Tom Joyner in the morning. And one of the things that Tom Joyner had, one of the segments he had on the show inspired me, like, as a kid, like, legit. There was, like, this list of people that I used to listen to in radio. It was Mike and Carol in the morning. Carol Blackman, who, is a radio legend here in Atlanta. Ryan Cameron, Frank Ski, and Tom Joyner. I grew up listening to these people, you know what I'm saying? And so with Tom Joyner, he had this segment that really inspired me. So it really brought it to where I felt like I can replicate or do the same thing. So one of the things that's on my mind currently is bringing this idea to light, making sure that I can actually follow through with this. So I'm going to be doing some writing after this season, and I'm going to be developing a new podcast that's going to go along with this one. Because Date Night with Walt and Rae is always going to be here. It's not going to go nowhere. But I feel like just creating more podcasts and just flooding the market with just something for people to listen to, and podcasting differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, podcast does not have to always be the exact same way. It does not have to be, two people just talking about random stuff for like 2.5 hours. Everybody can't be Joe Rogan. Everybody can't be Deval Kadeem. And everybody can't be Club Shay Shay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can all do something differently to some degree. And I feel like I have a lot of creativity in that aspect. So right now, that's really what's on my mind to a degree. I'm really excited about that. And I can't wait to really show everybody, like, what I got in store.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Did you remember what you
Well, my only thing is, and I could be misinformed, but I do think it's weird that the LA Lakers decided they're gonna fire their coach. And I'm like, wait a minute, didn't LeBron put his team together?
Yeah.
It's like, I always feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like it's fair. I see in football too that if the team something not going with the team, they always want to get rid of the head coach before we start looking in the upper management.
Right.
And that kind of bothers me.
Right.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's LeBron.
He's always been a general manager.
Yeah, he has.
He's always been a general manager of the teams that he's been on. He's always been somewhat of a general manager. He's always kind of dictated what he did and how he did. So,
and there could be more to it, but that gets me. And then the other thing that's on my mind is Cardi B and Offset have shown their new son.
Yeah.
Well, 7-month son now. He's still new to the world though. Wave.
That was his name?
Wave.
Like in the sea?
Yes.
No middle name?
I forgot.
Like, what is his last name? Do we know?
Wave Set. That's what it is.
Wave Set.
You know, all of them got something to do with the Migos. All
Nickname
of them.
S Curl. What's happening?
Get it? Offset.
Wave set. I know.
So
Wave set B or Wave B set.
Wave set Cephas.
Please stop.
What? That's just his whole name. You gonna be
No,
laughing.
for real?
Yes. That's it.
Wave
Yes.
set Cephas.
Yes, that's his last name is Cephas. Cephus, right?
Oh my God. Wait. Whose last name is Cephas? Offset?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I did not know that.
Right. You didn't?
No, I did not. So what is
now you got me wanting to look it up because
What
I'm
is-
like, oh my
'cause-
God. Yeah, Kiari Kentrell Cephas. So his son's name is Wave Set Cephas. Because there's Kaylee Marie Cephas, Culture Kiari Cephas,
I'm not laughing at this man and
Cody
his children.
Cephas, Jordan Cephas.
I'm not laughing at this man and his children.
And
God
then
bless.
you got Wave Set.
Let me say this. So if he ever hears this, he don't try to come kick my ass, which it won't happen. But I will say,
But they
he's
did
a good-
say
he-
that
he-
they waited to show the name off to announce the name because of the trolls. So
and I probably would have been that guy. I don't
just
do
were.
that. Well, yeah, on our podcast, I don't like. I don't do the Twitter finger thing. I don't like that. But no, I will say, Offset is a great father to his kids. That Father of 4 album was dope, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna come back with a Father of 5 or something like that. So I'm pretty excited for him. And major shouts out. I mean, I'm just sorry, just the name Wave, just kind of. I mean, Kanye hitting us with the North and West and South and Dakota and all this other stuff. Or what was the other children's name? He got just so many celebrities and the names is just interesting.
Blue Ivy.
Blue Eye. Well, it's not that bad. I don't think. Blue Ivy is pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But outside of that, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's Date Night with Walt and Rae. I'm Walt.
I'm Ray.
This is our final episode of season 1. Can't wait to see you in season 2.
See y'all next time.
Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Hit us up on all of our Twitters, Facebooks, Instagrams, all that. Make sure y'all stay following us, and we'll keep following you guys. Peace.
All right, bye, y'all.
It's not what you doing right now, man. You tuned in to Date Night with Walt and Rae.